Now, we should start rational numbers. Rational number. R-A-T-I-O-N-A-L. Rational numbers. N-U-M-B-E-R-S. Rational numbers. Students, the numbers which is in the form of P upon Q, I am writing it, try to understand. The number which is in the form of P upon Q or P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers, and Q is not equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0 is called rational number. Rational numbers. Now try to listen again. We are thinking about rational number. This is our first chapter. Mind the word first of all and try to confirm about it. If you have any problem, give me the signal. I will try to satisfy you. The number which is in the form of P upon Q, you can say P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Have you heard about integers? Any whole number represented by you, either in positive or negative, they are called integers. Try to understand. Any number, whole number represented by you in the form either positive or negative, they are called integers. So P and Q are integers. They are in the form of P upon Q, and Q is not equal to 0. I mean greater than 0. That is called rational number. Okay? Try to listen once again. First mind the word integers. What do you mean by integers? The whole number written by you, either in the form positive or negative, they are called integers. And after understanding integers, you should mind the form P upon Q. That is called batta in rural area. P upon Q, P batte Q, P batte Q. Okay? The integers written by you in the form of batta, that is called P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers, and Q is not equal to 0 is called rational numbers. Now, you can check the example. Suppose that you are writing 7 upon 9. What is 7? 7 is integer. 9 is also an integer. Here, 7 and 9 both are integer. but they are positive integer. Don't mind it. Because integers means either positive or negative. Don't worry. Here 7 and 9, they are integers, and you are writing 7 but 9 in rural area, 7 upon 9. Okay, so that is called rational. You can take another example, minus 1 upon 3. A student, here minus 1 is an integer and 3 is also an integer, and we are writing minus 1 but 3. So that is a rational number. Now we are writing 1 upon minus 3. 1 upon minus 3. Here 1 is an integer, minus 3 is also an integer, but 1 is P and minus 3 is Q. In the definition, it is declared by the teacher, Q is not equal to 0. It means Q most greater than 0. But here, in this sequence, minus 3 is less than 0. So, this is not possible. For this, we are multiplying the number by minus 1 and dividing the number by minus 1. In this case, we can write 1 multiply minus 1 equal to minus 1 and minus 3 multiply minus 1 equal to 3. Now, we have another number, another form of number. Minus 1 upon 3. Here both are integers. Here both are integers and Q is greater than 0. So this is called rational number. Okay? Understood? Anyone problem? Listen again for this number. Student, first, I have written 1 upon minus 3. Here 1 and minus 3 both are integer. 1 is P, minus 3 is Q. But in the definition, it is declared by your teacher, Q is not equal to 0. It means QE must greater than 0. But here minus 3 is less than. Minus 3 is less than 0. So this is not the real form of rational number. In this case, we will multiply the rational number, the number, by the same number. So we are multiplying 1 upon minus 3 by minus 1 and minus 1, multiplying and dividing. And after finding the product, we are writing 1 multiply minus 1 equal to minus 1 and minus 3 multiply minus 1 equal to 3. Now, we are getting another number, minus 1 upon 3. That is called rational number. Okay? Now, we should try to understand the standard form of rational number. Are you sure? Have you understood these terms? No problem at all. Thank you. If any types of problem, you will call the instructor. I will repeat the terms in my next class. Hello. Now, in this topic, our second term is a standard form. A standard form of rational number. Rational numbers. A standard form of rational numbers. Now, student, you should try to understand this term, a standard form. What do you mean by this? A student, suppose that you are writing 25 upon 35. And you can say, sir, both are integers here. 25 is P and 35 is Q. But this rational number is not a standard form. This is the rational. No problem at all. This is the rational, but not a standard form. How we can change it in its standard form? Okay? So first, we should try to select the common divisor. Common divisor. How you can select a common divisor? You know better. If you don't know, then I am giving you the suitable idea. These two numbers, you have two numbers, 35 is larger than 25. So divide, find the HCF of 35 and 25 first of all. So we are dividing 35 by 25. 25 ones are 25 and we are getting 10. Now we should divide 25 by 10. 10 to the 20. Now you are getting 5. Then you should divide 10 by 5. 5 to the 10. Now remainder is 0. So we are stopping the procedure here. Now last divisor is 5. So 5 is called HCF. 5 is called HCF. Now 5 is the common divisor. We can divide both numerator and denominator by 5 exactly. Now 25 divided by 5 and 35 divided by 5. After division, 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25, 5 and 5 ones are 5, 5 7s are 35, 7. Now 5 upon 7 having no common divisor. 5 upon 7 having no common divisor. So this is called a standard form of rational number. A standard form of rational number. A standard form of rational number 25 upon 35 is 5 upon 7. You can take another example. Suppose that you are writing 144 upon 72. 144 upon 72. 144 upon 72. Here both are integers. So this is called a rational number. But it is not in its standard form. And we can divide it. 71 ones are 71 and 72 twos are 144. And we can write here 2 only. You are thinking about 2 upon 1. 1 is left out always. So 2. Here 2 is also rational number because 2 is numerator and its left out denominator is 1 as you know. So 2 is a rational number. Here 2 and 1 both are integers and 1 is greater than 0. So 2 is also a rational number. Okay, now have you listened about a standard form of rational number? Can you check it easily? No problem at all. Students, now we should think about 0. Is 0 a rational number? Yeah, 0 is a rational number because we can write 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, 0 upon 4, we can write. So 0 is a rational number. Here 0 is P, 1 is Q, Q is greater than 0. So 0 upon 1 is a rational number. 0 upon 2 is a rational number. 0 upon 3 is a rational number. 0 upon 4 is a rational number. So 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number. Now, there are two terms declared here. First, what do you mean by rational number? The number which is in the form of P upon Q. The number which is in the form of P upon Q or A upon B, you can express it. A upon B, you can express it. This is your own idea. P upon Q, here P and Q are integer or A and B are integers. Here q is not equal to 0. I mean most greater than 0. In this form is called a rational number. Now standard form of a rational number. If the rational number having the common divisor except of 1. थोड़ा सा हिंदी सुनिए. अगर कोई भी ऐसा रेशनल नंबर है जिसका कॉमन डिवाइजर 1 के अलावे कोई हो जाता है तो उसको आप स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में नहीं बोल सकते. 1 होगा तो स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म होगा. यदि कॉमन डिवाइजर 1 के अलावे कुछ हो जाता है एक्सेप्ट ऑफ 1, then this is not the standard form of a rational number. In this case, you will select the HCF in this process. You will go in this process. And you are expert, then you can divide the number easily by another method. You know the divisibility rule. The number which is divisible by 2, the number which is divisible by, the number which is divisible by 3, the number which is divisible by 5, etc. You will go in this process and try to divide the numbers. But sure, now this number having no common divisor, then you can say this rational number is in its standard form. Okay? Now, no problem? No problem? Okay. Now, students, 0 is a rational. Why? You should try to understand this also. 0 is called rational. Why? Because we can write, we can express 0.1, 0.2, etc. Okay? Now, a student, we should go in our next concept. Properties. Properties of rational number. Some property. We should declare it. Students, as you know, if you are writing 3 upon 5, then you can express it 3 divided by 2 and 5 divided by 2. You are getting 3 to the 6 and 5 to the 10. So now you have another number, 6 upon 10. 6 upon 10, this is the another number. This is the same term, mind it. If you are writing 3 upon 5, here 3 and 5 both are integer. So that is the rational number. Now, we should try to select some equivalent rational number. Mind the word from your earlier class. Equivalent, okay? What the great word heard by you in your previous class. Equivalent. Equivalent fraction.
Equal.
Equivalent fraction. When we are multiplying and dividing the fraction by the same numbers, we are getting another fraction. That type of fraction is called equivalent fraction. So, in this case, you are writing 3 upon 5. Here, 3 upon 5 is a rational. And you are trying to get another equivalent rational number. So, multiplying this number by 2 and dividing the same number by 2, and you are getting next rational number 3 to the 6 and 5 to the 10. So 6 upon 10 is another rational number that is called equivalent rational number. So I want to say you after multiplying and dividing, after multiplying the rational number, both the term numerator and denominator by the same number, we can get the equivalent fraction, and that type of fraction is called a rational number, equal value rational number. 3 upon 5 and 6 upon 10, we can think, we can compare it. We can compare it 3 upon 5 and 6 upon 10, 3 upon 5 and 6 upon 10. 6 upon 10, both are equal. Why? Because 6 upon 10 is a rational, 3 upon 5 is a rational, 3 upon 5. After finding the HCF, we are getting only 1. So this is the shortest form. This is the smallest form. So this is called a standard form. But 6 upon 10, after finding the HCF, of 6 and 10, we are getting 2. And after dividing this number by 2, 2 3 is 6 and 2 5 is 10, we are getting 3 upon 5. So 6 upon 10 is the equivalent rational number of 3 upon 5. Equivalent rational number of 3 upon 5. So 6 upon 10 is also rational, but this is not a standard form of rational number. So first property we should learn, after multiplying both the term numerator and denominator by the same number, we will get another rational number that is called equivalent rational number. This is called first property in rational number. Okay, understood? Yeah. Arpan, what is your problem here? Hello? Okay. Now, Arpan, if you have the problem, listen again. We are trying to declare some property related to rational. Here, first property declared by the teacher, 3 upon 5 is a rational, but we are trying to get another rational by the help of this rational. So, I am multiplying both the term numerator and denominator by the same number.
सर आवाज नहीं आ रहा है
3 multiplied by 2 and 5 multiplied by 2, and after this we are getting 6 upon 10. 6 upon 10 is also rational, 3 upon 5 is also rational, both are rational here. And what is its difference? Difference is simple. 3 upon 5 is the standard form of rational number, but 6 upon 10 is not in the standard form of rational number, but they are equivalent, they are equal. And here, main thing you should understand, if you have a rational number P upon Q and you are multiplying and dividing numerator and denominator, you are multiplying numerator and denominator by an integer except of 0. Suppose that integer is m, so you are getting another number Pm upon Qn. So this is the rational also. Okay, that is called equivalent rational numbers. On the other hand, student, in the second property,
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है
suppose that you have a rational number 7 upon 5, okay, and you have an integer, suppose that 3, and you want to divide both the integer numerator and denominator by 3. In this case, you are getting 7 upon 3 upon 5 upon 3. 7 upon 3 upon 5 upon 3. Now, in multiplicative inverse, 7 upon 3 multiplied by 3 upon 5. In this case, you are getting 7 3s are 21 and 5 3s are 15. Now, we are thinking about these two numbers, 7 upon 5 and 21 upon 15. That is called comparison of rational. 7 upon 5 and 21 upon 15. You can check. These two are rational numbers. 7 upon 5 is a rational number. In the same case, 21 upon 15 is also a rational number. After finding HCF, 7 and 5, you will get 1. So this is called a standard form. And after finding HCF 21 and 15, you will get 3. I'm thinking you will get 3. So this is not in its standard form, but they are equal. After dividing both the term numerator and denominator by the same number, we can get another rational that is called equivalent rational number. Okay, we can get equivalent rational number, and according to comparison of a rational number, both are equal.
Sir,
Both
nothing
are
listening, sir.
equal. So we can learn the property after dividing both the term numerator and denominator by the same integer, we will get the equivalent rational number. Are you listening? After dividing, suppose that P upon Q is a rational number. You have an integer and name of integer is M, except of 0, mind it. And divide P divided by M here, Q divided by M. Okay, so this is the equivalent of P upon Q. This is the equivalent of P upon Q. So they are called equivalent rational numbers. Okay, understood these two properties? One in multiplication, another in division. Okay. Now, student, in fourth term, we should try the comparison of rationals. Compare. In the fourth term, compare of rational. Compare of rational number. Suppose that I have a number minus 1 upon 3, two numbers, two rational number, and minus 3 upon 5. And here term is comparison of rational number. How we can compare? Here first word, we should try to understand what do you mean by compare?
सुनाई दे रहा है.
Which one is larger, which one is smaller, how we can arrange all the rational number in ascending order or descending order. Ascending order and descending order, these two are very simple terms for you, but mind the word comparison. These two terms, ascending and descending, derives from the word comparison. That is called comparison. How we can comparison? How we can say which one is larger, which one is smaller? Suppose that we don't know anything, then we can write minus 1 upon 3 is larger than minus 3 upon 5, or minus 3 upon 5 is larger than minus 1 upon 3. So, in the comparison, first of all, we should get the LCM of 3 and 5. Do you know what is the LCM of 3 and 5? Yes. Why not 15? 15. So first, in the first rational number, you will use the LCM as denominator 15. Now divide the LCM by 3. 3 5s are 15. Okay, you are getting 5. Now quotient multiplied by numerator. So 5 multiplied by minus 1, you will get minus 5. Okay, understood or not? In the comparison, which one is larger and which one is smaller? You should mind how we can compare. So first thing, that is called simplest thing. First we will get the LCM of denominator. First rational number denominator is 3 and second rational number denominator is 5. And after taking LCM 3 and 5, we will get 15. Now write here 15, then divide the 15 by 3. Check the number on the board. So 15 divided by 3 and you can get 5. Now 5 is the quotient. So 5 multiplied by numerator, 5 multiplied by minus 1, you can get minus 5. And now second rational. So, in the same case, you will write the LCM here. Now divide the LCM by denominator 5. 5 3 is 15, 3, and multiply 3 by minus 3, I mean numerator. So 3 3 is 9. Here you can write minus 9. Now, these two rationals having the same denominator. These two rationals having the same denominator. Can you say this is the equivalent of this and that is the equivalent of that? Okay. So they are called equivalent. No difference. No difference. They are called equivalent. But we can check easily. These two rationals having the same denominator. So, which one is larger according to numerator? Minus 5 or minus 9. So, you can check the number line, student. Number line, here 0. This portion is negative, that portion is positive. You are going left. You are going left. It means you are smaller. You are going right. On the number line, that means you are larger. So you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First integer will come minus 5. Second integer will come minus 9. So minus 9 is smaller than minus 5. Minus 9 is smaller than minus 5. It means this is the smaller rational number and that is the larger rational number. Now you can write minus 9 upon 15 is less than minus 5 upon 15. That is called comparison of rational number. That is called comparison of rational number. Understood, student? Comparison of rational number. Take the term and think about this. Raise the question. If you have any types of problem, hello, students, we have discussed some terms here. First, natural number. Second, whole number. Think peacefully. Third, rational number. Numerator, denominator, P and Q. Q is not equal to 0. Then, comparison of rational number. A standard form of rational number. How to find the HCF to change the rational in its standard form. How we can compare the rational number, which one is larger, which one is smaller. And by the help of this process, we can arrange so many rational number either in ascending order or descending order. Ascending or descending, understood? Minus 9 upon 15 is less than minus 5 upon 15. Less than, what do you mean by less than? टांग फैलाओ, चोंच बनाओ. Mind the word. टांग फैलाओ, चोंच बनाओ. That is called चोंच. That is called टांग. जिधर टांग होगा उधर larger होगा. जिधर ये चोंच होगा उधर smaller होगा. You should mind it. So, minus 9 upon 15 is less than minus 5 upon 15. In this case, we can compare the rational numbers. Okay, these are the important terms. You will go in the book in first chapter and try to understand these words. Then we should start some important sums from the exercise. Expressing in the exercise, first important sum, we are starting expressing, expressing the rational, expressing the rational number with denominator. Expressing the rational numbers expressing the rational numbers minus, suppose that is number, minus 3 upon 5 with denominator,
শুনে দেওয়া
with denominator 20. Or your second sum is 50 minus 30. That is the question. Expressing the rational number minus 3 upon 5 with denominator 20 or minus 30 or 5 or 7, etc. So mind the first sum, expressing the rational number 3 upon 5. 3 upon 5 is rational. And now we should try to change this rational number in the same order. In that rational number, its denominator will be 20. How we can get denominator 20? So, first of all, we should mind the equivalent rational. Equivalent rational. First thing, the new rational, its denominator will be 20. Its denominator will be 20. How we can get 20? From 5, we can check the dodging table. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, and 5 4s are 20. Listen, student. We are thinking, we are trying to get another rational number, equivalent rational number of minus 3 upon 5, but in that rational number, we are trying to get 20 as its denominator. So first we should mind 5 and start the dodging table. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. Now student, we can multiply numerator and denominator by 5 4s are 20 by 4 and 5 multiplied by 4. In this case, we are getting 4 3s are minus 12 and 5 4s are 20. Now students, the given question is minus 3 upon 5 and question is asking, okay, get another rational number, get another equivalent rational number having its denominator 20. How we can think about this? You can check here. That is the simple most method. Now standard method, suppose that you have a rational minus 3 upon 5. You want to get another rational. Its denominator will be 20. But what will be its numerator? We don't know. What will be its numerator? We don't know. So we can take help from variable. Suppose that its numerator will be x. A student, suppose that its numerator will be x now. That is called a standard method. You don't know the numerator, then you should suppose its numerator will be x. Now, you have minus 3 upon 5 equal to x upon 20. You can start cross multiplication. And by the help of cross multiplication, 5 multiplied by x equal to 5x and minus 3 multiplied by 20 equal to minus 60. This is the linear equation, student. Now you can check it. How? 5 1 ja 5, 12 5 ja 60. So x equal to minus 12. What is x here? Here x is the supposed numerator. Here supposed numerator is x. Your new fraction, new rational number is x upon 20. But you have get the value of x is minus 12. So you can write minus 12 upon 20. Now student, you have the final result, minus 12 upon 20. That is the equivalent rational number of minus 3 upon 5. In this case, you can get the equivalent rational number according to this question. Now, you can check another. Another is minus 30. Suppose that you want to write another equivalent rational number, which denominator will be minus 30, but given rational is minus 3 upon 5. Which method do you like most? First or second? Okay, second. Because you are interested in algebra. Suppose that you want to get another equivalent rational number. Your denominator is minus 30 here, but you don't know what is its numerator. So suppose here x. We don't know. So suppose here x. Now we have double rational number. One is minus 3 upon 5, another is x upon minus 30. We know about these. They are equivalent. We can start cross multiply. So 5 multiplied by x equal to 5x. And 3 multiplied by minus 30 equal to 90 only. Now student, 5 1 ja 5, 18 5 ja 90. Now we can get another equivalent rational number x upon minus 30. X supposed by us. Here x means 18. Now we can write 18 upon minus 30. Now student, we can start our previous knowledge. Here 18 multiplied by minus 1 and minus 30 multiplied by minus 1. Why we are doing so? Because in the term of rational number, we know better q must be greater than 0. So we are multiplying and dividing the rational number by the same number, minus 1. And in this case, we will get minus 18 upon 30 only. This is the equivalent rational number having its denominator 30. Okay? Hello, today we are stopping our class here. We have finished our first exercise today in class 8, rational number, how we can apply rational number, how we can find equivalent rational number, how we can get the standard form of rational number, how we can compare the rational number, and how we can solve the different types of sums in the given exercise. Okay, I hope a student will check exercise first in R.S. Agarwal or another book, NCERT book, and try to get all the sum. Select your problem. In our next class, we will meet again, okay, by the mercy of God, and try to finish your problem. Thank you. All the best. Save your life from COVID-19 always. Stay in your home. Try to maintain the social distance, because this is the coronavirus. This is the corona.